If life feels loud right now, and if the world feels more anxious than peaceful, remember this.
The first Easter wasn't a celebration in a fancy cathedral. The first Easter happened behind locked doors in a room filled with fearful people. And into that fear, the risen Jesus stood among his disciples and he said, "Peace be with you." He said it twice, because sometimes once isn't enough.
And as President of the Uniting Church in Australia, I want to speak God's peace into this time we are living through. Many of us are carrying more than we care to show. There are financial pressures and the rising cost of living. There's private grief and loss, an epidemic of anxiety, depression, and addiction, conversations that divide us more than they heal. And across the world, many families carry their fears quietly behind the doors of their home, worried about safety, about finances, relationships, and about what the future holds. Across the Pacific, rising seas remind us how fragile home can feel, and here in Australia, the wounds of this land are still carried by First Peoples. And yet, Easter does not look away from any of this. When Jesus appeared, he did not hide his wounds. He showed his hands and his side. Resurrection isn't denial. It's love moving through scars. Jesus stood among his disciples, not performing, not demanding, but simply being fully present. And he breathed on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit." And this is how his peace came alive in them. Not by pretending everything is fine, but by being fully present to the Spirit in the middle of real life and real challenges. It brought them back to God and back to one another. And as Christians, this matters for us too. Because if Christ is risen, and he is, then fear does not have the final word. The church isn't entombed by anxiety, we live by resurrection. So we do not need to be anxious about survival. We are called to live and proclaim the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And that peace does not stay behind locked doors, it moves outwards. So this Easter, receive the peace of Jesus and stand firm in his resurrection hope. For death and fear do not have the final word. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Peace be with you.